Therapy Army! Last be having you. How are ya? Last be having you, Therapy Army. Last be having you. Hey, on the eve. Is it on the eve of the transfer deadline? Done. I just can't wait to be talking about transfer this, transfer that, all that to be over. Tomorrow we can just focus on the games. Welcome to United Real Therapy Army. How are ya? I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a fantastic bank holiday. Big up to every one of you. Big up Alicia, I can see you already. Steve Hate, Tragic FC. There we go. Deadwood FC. But welcome to the Leicester City Manchester United preview. It's going to be a very interesting game, people. Very interesting game. Plus all Manchester United related news as well. We're going to be covering that. I'm absolutely deviled and gutted that Ghana's been sacrificed because the Glazers want to make some of the money back. It just really gets to me. It gets to me for 15 million as well. But I think 10 million rising to 15 or something like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. And according to reports, no buyback clause or anything like that. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up Alicia. Last Bay Avenue, that's why I was off in a Last Bay Avenue Therapy Army. Big up Ruben. Glazers out always, bro. Always. Rubel. Glazers out always. Love United. Hate Glazers from Bulgaria. Big up. Shadow Realm BG. Big up, bro. Big up. Listen, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. Let's get this community. Let's build the community, man. Because you know what? We have to keep each other sane. We have to give each other the therapy. Cheers. But yeah, Leicester City. I think they started the downfall of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer last season. Leicester City is not going to be easy, people. It is not going to be an easy. It's not going to be easy. Yes, Usman, of course it is. It is shocking. It is shocking, but that's what Man United are. This kid is better than Fred and McTominay put together. He's a better player than them. He actually plays in a position. I always said he's better than them in that position because that's not their position. That's what I'm trying to say to you. How run we as a football club, we haven't. So now if Casemiro gets injured, guess what we're going to be back to? We're going to be back to who? We're going to be back to who? Back to McFred. So Ghana's going out. It's just shocking, man. It's shocking. There he is. There he is. There he is. I like saying Miasi. Big up saying Miasi. 5 out of 5. Top of the league. Jesus again. Yeah, man. I always said he was a good player. I always said he was a good player. Good evening, Mr. Structure, said Alicia. Good evening at all. See me, I see. United fans were saying he's horrendous. I was like, I take Jesus all day, every day. I think he's a good striker. I think he's a good striker, so I'm not surprised by him. But Stevie G, he fell on his he gave it to them, Baba. So I don't know what's going on with Stevie Gerrard, innit? But don't worry, the media will back him up. Stevie J is a good manager. You know what I mean? Why are they selling Ghana for 15 year Anthony Gordon price? You know how it is, innit? You know how it is. You know how it is. Slippy GVG. That's how it is. That's how it is. I don't know about that. Abdullahi Maya saying 2-0 to United. I don't know about that. It's going to be a tough game. But yeah, let's get the Ghana thing out of the way first, people. I'm absolutely kind of like flabbergasted. I'm just like, I rang somebody a couple of weeks ago when the news came out that Ghana was going to be sold. It was about 10 days ago, I think it was. And this person is somebody who's in the know. And I don't usually ring him up, but he always says to me, you know, you get 2 phone calls. You get 2 phone calls. And so I rang him up and he basically said, yeah, Ten Hag does not want to get rid of Ghana. He's already told Ghana that he wants to develop him, but it's the club that are pushing for this. It's crazy, people. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. This is what some United fans are saying to you. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. It's going to be very interesting. But I heard that Odegaard is out, Sami Yassi. Odegaard out for the season. Now, listen, I don't wish any player, regardless whatever player they are, I don't wish bad injury. If you've played football, then you know, I mean, I've had to give up football. I've had 4 knee surgeries. I've had to give up football, so I don't wish it on anybody. I know the feeling. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. We know that feeling, people. So, yeah. But Ghana, incredible, man. Apparently, so if you listen to some reports, it's 10 million plus 5 million add-ons. I'm just like, what? Like, not even 20 million or 5 add-ons. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. How Man United undervalue these players is crazy. It's crazy. And then Ten Hag doesn't want Wan-Bissaka, but he has to keep him because Man United value him 25. Like, you don't value a young potential guy who can play in that position, who's comfortable on the ball, who's a great passer of the ball. He's so much better at passing and retaining the ball than in a deeper midfield role than Fred and McTominay. But the Glazers, Murta, and Richard Arnold will tell you different. They'll tell you all different. And people in the spaces will tell you different, telling me, you don't know nothing. He don't rate Ghana. So next week it'll be Kobe. Maybe next year it'll be Kobe Mane. He was ripping up. He's already stepped up from the on the 23s and he's doing bits last night. And soon he'll say, oh, he didn't want him. He didn't want him. He don't rate him. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I do not believe that. I don't. Ed Woodward's trending. Why? Why is Ed Woodward trending, Alicia? Let us know, Alicia. Why is Ed Woodward trending? You know what? To be fair to him, they blamed it all on him. It was all Ed Woodward. And we're thinking it was all Ed Woodward and Matt Judge. No, it's not. No, it's not. So all this new football structure means fuck all. You cannot navigate the Glazers and the banker. The banker and the Glazers will navigate you. So that's why I'm telling Murta and that, get the effing hell out of the way. Get the F out of the way. Get out of the way. You ain't here to do some sporting director. You ain't all that. Andy O'Boyle, Stephen Brown, get the hell out of the way. Go and find jobs in football clubs. Go and find other jobs in football clubs. Go and find jobs in other football clubs because there ain't no effing structure. It's all a smokescreen to cover for the Glazers and the bankers. So all of you, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. That is my rant, people. That is my rant. Simple. But big up to every one of you. Like I said, welcome to United Real Therapy. It's a therapy. It is therapy session tonight. We're going to be talking about the Leicester City game, which is going to be an extremely tough game. Do not get it twisted. People telling you, oh, Leicester, it's in front of the TV cameras tomorrow night. Floodlights, they'll all be out. Even that Simmer Frame FC, Vardy will be out. He'll be out. Put the Simmer Frames, put all that away. Take his Mr. What's the thing? What was the thing? The guy that grew muscles. What was his name? The cartoon. Somebody let me know with the cartoon. He took his spinach and he used to Popeye. That's it. He'll take his green juice and he'll come out there, start running around. So it is what it is, people. But nobody's telling me that he sees Fred and McTominay in that position and he thinks, oh, Ghana's the one to go. Nah, mate. It's not. I'm sorry. Popeye, that's it. Popeye the Sailor Man. There we go, people. People, you know. Hulk. Popeye the Sailor. Popeye and Olive. Yes. Big up Olive. Big up Popeye and Olive. Yeah. But it is what it is. Nah, mate. It's not going to be easy. it's not going to be easy. They are a wounded animal. They have no motivation for this game. Zero motivations. Brendan Rodgers didn't have to say anything about the game tomorrow to them, tonight in the hotel. He didn't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything to them. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I thought they're not ready, bro. They're not ready to play big man football. I understand what you're saying, but they're not ready to they're not ready for me. They're not ready. They're not really. Alicia, wow. Alicia's gone early with a score. Leicester 2, Man U 1. Well, last season they smashed us 4-2, didn't they? They smashed us 4-2 last season. And that was the trajectory and the downfall of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign at Man United. Exactly. Windy's telling you there in the last few years, United have lost teams to the bottom of the table. We have. We have. Yeah, I'm out of Sunderland. Exactly. Apparently, Tony Mowbray's there. They won tonight. I hope he gets a good football. I'm glad that Sunderland are back in the championship, and I hope that he goes there and does bits. But he should have been loaned to the championship last season. And Tommy T, who's Tommy T? I don't know who Tommy T is, but yeah. Listen, he's not getting sacked. Have you heard how much they're going to pay him if he gets sacked? £21 million sterling. £20 million sterling. Yeah. So it is what it is. But let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. Leicester City, hopefully they're looking to welcome back James Garner. He had a bit of a hamstring issue against Chelsea. Ryan Bertrand, Ricardo Pereira remain long-term absentees. Manchester United new sign Anthony. He was not registered, so he's not going to play. Anthony Martial is out, as we know. Lindelof he trained today, so Victor Lindelof is trained today. It's going to be very interesting. Listen, on the ball, they play some really good football. Leicester. But they concede a lot of goals. They've conceded at least like 2 goals every game. So it's going to be interesting. And we've kept our first ever clean sheet in an away game against Southampton. Big up Southampton, by the way. Smashed Chelsea last night. You know what? They've got a new keeper. Jasper Schmeichel was a very dominant keeper, wasn't he, at the back for them. So they concede a lot of goals, but they're very good in possession, and they're a very good team cutting through you and creating chances. They've scored goals, but they concede goals. That's what their biggest thing has been. They're unbeaten. They are a bogey team in the last 5 matches against United in all competition. Yeah, they are. Leicester are unbeaten in the last 5 matches against Manchester United in all competition. We've drawn 3. They won 3 and drawn 2. Yeah, we've scored. We always scored against Leicester, but we always draw as well sometimes. Let's see. I failed to win. Leicester City have failed to win any of their opening 4 games in the Premier League for the first 2003, 2004 when they were relegated. The Foxes equal their longest 5 games without a win to start the Premier League campaign, last doing so in 94. Brendan Rodgers could lose 4 consecutive games for just the second time in his career, equaling his run with Swansea City in 2012. Vardy's next goal will be his 100th. Yeah, he always makes his record. So put all your money on Vardy scoring tomorrow, because Vardy, I think he's the first. He broke the record scoring, I think, 10 games in a row against us. He scored the first hat-trick of this Premier League scoring against us. So Vardy will be surely, if he's on the pitch tomorrow, will get his 100th goal after turning in the age of 30. So Jamie Vardy's next league goal will be his 100th after turning the age of 30. We're looking to try to win back-to-back games for the first time since last September. Yeah, and we could also win 3 consecutive league games for the first time since. So we tried to win 3 league games away. We're trying to win back-to-back league games for the first time since September, right? We're also trying to win 3 consecutive league matches since December. Rashford scored 6 goals, including 3 in the last 4 appearances and the King Power Sim. So Marcus Rashford most likely is going to score. Cristiano Ronaldo could make 3 consecutive substitutes for the first time in his run of 4 in the first spell United since December 2005. So there you go, people. There you go. What do you think about that? What are you thinking, people? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Big up, he says, Phil Jones surviving since World War II. Ghana sacrifice. But no, there isn't. There isn't. Apparently, some reports there's no buyback clause. We're 7th lowest scoring team, 8th goals conceded. So we now hurt Leicester with 4 or 5 goals. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Honestly, tomorrow is going to be an extremely tough game. Extremely tough game. I cannot say this. Yeah, Martial, it's not. And that's why I'm telling you guys now, whether Ronaldo is fit or not, whether Ronaldo stays or not, Man United needed to get another striker. They needed to get another striker, Man United. They needed to get another striker. They needed to get another striker. How many times do I have to say this to you guys? Man United needed, whether Ronaldo stays, they needed to get another striker. And they haven't. But please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And it's just Depay last minute. I don't know about that. Well, if he wants to stay, he stays, in it. At the end of the day, the club are not letting him go. Joe Glazer is telling you he commercially, Ronaldo is something. And that's why Ronaldo's been treated. But if I was Ronaldo, I'll terminate my contract tomorrow. I'll just walk away from the club. Terminate the contract. Pay myself out. See you later. See you later. That's what I'll be doing. That's what I will be doing. Don't know about you guys, but that's what I'll be doing. Cheers. Very good player, Matt Madison. Very good player. Gilberto 0161, 0161, bro. They could return to these days when he wants. Listen, I don't know what happened there, but I'm just letting you know. It is what it is. Nuruddin, you said wait and see. FC knew this would be a disaster transfer window in June 1. Now, of course, I am wait and see FC because you can't think about what they're doing, but it has been a disaster. It has been a disaster. Players have arrived late. Players are there, arrived late. So it's going to be a disaster. Of course. Man, he said he wanted a right back. He said he wanted Timber. They didn't get him Timber. No right back, as far as I'm concerned. No other forward. He asked for a forward as well, a striker. And there's no striker. We got the right winger. We've got a centre holding midfield player, but we haven't got a midfielding ball carrying guy. We don't have that. We don't have that. So he's been back to a certain extent, but it is always a mixed bag. So no, every manager gets what he wants, but in key areas we don't have them. We don't have them. Exactly. Exactly. Mike, your comments crashed the screen, bro. They crashed it. Big up. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up. Glazers out, innit? Bankers out. That's how we do it around here, people. Neil Ashton's always at the wheel. Honestly. Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was it, Usman. 11th or whatever, 10th it was. Yeah, man. Big up. Big up, everybody. Please smash a like on the video. That's the thing. That's the least, innit? That's the least we can ask for. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be tough, people. I'm telling you now, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. They in the last 5 games in League and Cup, they beat us 3 times and we've drawn twice. You know, we've drawn twice. So it's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow. But but you know what? Bottle Drop FC don't leave these guys. We might be able to scrape the 1-0 win, lucky win against Southampton. But can we repeat that? luck runs out of summer, you have to play football. But the style of play I'm going to be very curious about tomorrow, because against Southampton, we played mid to low block counter-attacking football. Is that what we are now? We're going to continue this? Now, I understand you have to give some patience to Ten Hag, because unfortunately, that's the only football this team can play. Majority of these bottle jobs, that's the only football they can play. Arun, let me know if you want to jump on, bro. I'll send you the link. Let me know if you want to jump on, because I like to get different. You know, of course, you represent the Giddy Army, don't you? You represent the Giddy Army, so let me know if you want to jump on. It is a tough fixture. Some United fans are going, nah, this is what it is. If you want to jump on, let me know, bro. I'll send you the link. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I mean, people. But anyway, I want to hear you in the comments. Let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know, people. Let me know what you guys think. I want to hear from you. Me want to hear from you. What do you guys think about tomorrow? I think it's a tough game. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be easy, because Leicester have got this hoodoo. You know what? They've got this. I've sent a link to you, Arun, on Twitter, bro. Big up, Tom. Tom's about. We got to watch out. Hey?
Big up.
How you doing?
How we doing, everyone? All right?
How we doing? How we doing, Tom? How are we?
Evening.
Are we having it or what?
How are we
In
having
lovely
it?
sunny Spain. The weather's still lovely.
Oh, of course it is, Nuruddin. Beautiful.
There we go. Let's get Arun in here as well. Big up Arun as well.
Hi, guys.
Yes, bro. How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you? How are you guys? How was your weekend?
Good.
Better.
Good weekend, man. Good weekend. Good weekend. Man United didn't ruin my weekend, did they? They didn't ruin it, did they? So it was all good.
They could have. It was an early kickoff, though. Well, I was scared.
Yeah, Nuruddin, he's got this curse. It's the witch doctor curse, isn't it? 12:30, man. They've got a curse, haven't they? Nuruddin?
I hate 12:30, man. I hate
Nah,
12:30,
same.
man, honestly. I think,
Yeah.
honestly, if you look it up, I've only ever remember winning like a couple of 12:30s, and all the 12:30s we've played.
Yeah.
Last season, I don't think we won any. Last season, I don't think we won any 12:30 kickoffs.
No, I don't. I think we did it in that season with Ollie, didn't we? With the Everton one. But
yeah. Except there was no way.
That's the one that I remember anyway. But how many years ago was that now? 2-3 years? Like, come on.
Yeah,
we won that. We won that one when we were in the Champions League. I remember we beat Everton when we played. We got beat.
Yeah, by the Istanbul team. Yeah.
Yeah. That comedy club that we conceded to Demba Ba, remember? Crazy.
Yeah.
Big
oh
up
my.
says, yeah. Alfie Chico says we might struggle against Leicester tomorrow. Maybe 2-2 draw, but Sunday we barbecue Arsenal. I don't know about that.
True.
I don't know about that.
It's a tough game tomorrow.
Yeah. I was just letting the viewers know, guys. I don't know how much you
Big
were
up,
listening,
Alicia.
but yeah.
Big up.
Basically, Leicester are unbeaten they're unbeaten like in their 5 matches against us. They in all competition they won 3 and drawn 2. So that's the
man. They need results as well at the moment as well. Rodgers, people think he's in this hot seat and everything because he won them an FA Cup. It's not as simple as that. He needs to start getting some points on the board.
But have you heard, Tom, that to sack him, it's going to cost him 21 million pounds?
Yeah, that's why he won't fall.
That's why a lot of these clubs didn't buy him out. Arsenal had the chance to buy him out when they were looking for that new manager, and they gave it to Arteta instead. Now you start to wonder why. Man United, like we said before with Poch, it was going to take loads of money to buy him out, so they went for Ten Hag where it was a couple of million. But a lot of clubs they'll pay premiums for players, but they don't do it for managers. That's the difference. But with Leicester, the problem is they need results at the moment. But regardless of results off the field, getting 150 million for 2 frauds, you get one who's been on an injury prone for about a whole year. He's basically not played a year's worth of football, and he's getting sold for 75 million. And then you get one for Harry Maguire about 80 million. You're getting it over 150 million for 2 players. That's more than probably Leicester's whole investment for a season.
Absolutely.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Ajax have sold 2 players this. I think they've sold the amount of players that they've sold this summer. I think it breaks their revenue that they even make per season just from the Eredivisie, and that says something about money. Anyway, that says something about money in football. But
yeah,
what are we thinking with the game then, guys? What are we thinking?
Tom, what do you like? Don't you think like there are so many reasons that points towards us dropping points?
Wow, Neil Ashton's getting hold of you guys tonight. I can't hear you properly, bro.
Can you hear me?
I can hear both of you.
I can hear you now. I can hear you. Yeah,
okay,
but it keeps dropping out. Both of you keep dropping out. But go ahead.
Okay. Now there are so many reasons pointing towards us dropping some points tomorrow, or dropping all the points tomorrow. Being a Thursday night under the lights at King Power, they are desperate for points. They are desperate to show that they still trust the manager. Us rotating the squad, we might not see Varane or Martinez or both, or we might not see Malacia. So it can be one of those where the second person coming off the bench, off the squad depth, is not performing up to the level. Is not intense as much as our centre backs are now these days. I fully expect Casemiro and Fred to start. At the same time, a bit skeptical if it's Maguire or Shaw, either or. I'm a bit skeptical.
Do you think though tomorrow, if they win, Arun, it might change something? Because people have talked about mentality, and you just said there about Thursday night under the lights. You know, everybody knows about that with the intensity and stuff, and when players bottle it and everything. And these players have been labelled as bottle jobs by a lot of people.
Tomorrow night will tell us a lot about our club, about this new team and this new attitude that we are showing in the last 2 games. If we are really up for it, if we win tomorrow night, then I can expect a good challenge for top 4. But if we lose or draw, then it will be similar, same old United.
It's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow night. Very interesting game tomorrow night in more than many ways, because they don't need any motivation. Their fans will be up for it. Every player's up for it, because at the end of the day, they know that, and it's going to be all in around that transfer thing as well. So it's going to be lots of things going on, transfer news breaking and everything. Maybe the 2 clubs are involved in it. So do players play? If Arsenal want Tielemans, does he play? You know, does he play? Are they going to try to find a replacement and spend that money from Fofana to go and find a money to replace Fofana? What are they going to do?
In 24 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
I think the owners, I mean, from what I know from their Thailand business, the owners would be happy to take money and keep it, because they have felt a lot of loss during the COVID and post-COVID in Thai business, and the owning Leicester as well. It has been expensive to them. But
they're looking to sell.
Having said that, they're one of the most richest owners in Premier League. So I wouldn't be surprised if they replace Fofana with someone in 15-20 million range.
Yeah, of course. They'll go for somebody we've never heard of from France, like they always do. Yeah. It's something like with a couple of the other players.
It's going to be very, very.
You get a lot of young, brilliant, talented players from the French league, don't you? Leicester have just proved it with when you have it with Kante. You've just done it with Fofana again. So many young players come through that league.
No, but tomorrow it will be interesting, Tom and Rodin. Tomorrow we will know a lot about.
Of course.
The real personality. Who are these people? We will know.
We'll know who wants it and who doesn't at this football club. I think my mind's made up anyway, because we've seen the difference in 2 games, and it's not about getting giddy or anything like that. But in terms of the mentality and the attitude, I'm not seeing players throw their arms around. I'm not seeing going down, running down blind alleys or pressing when there's not a plan. I'm seeing patterns of attacking a front line and actually putting and applying a pressure on. We're starting to see some familiarization of a style of play. Even if it's not complete, you've got to start from somewhere at the end of the day. And like we said, these players were going to get found out 12 months ago anyway, when they were going to have a new coach. And it was going to be a coach. And Ten Hag is known for his coaching. So these players were going to get found out one way or another. And the players who we said that can't cut it in high-intensity football are the players that we've all labelled. We don't need to name names; it's out there.
Yeah.
Maguire, Shaw, these players, they're not high intensity players. They are average, low block midfield players who would settle for a mid-table team. Where do you think Shaw came from? Where? Southampton. What's that mid-table team? Maguire, Leicester, mid-table team. Majority of these players that Ollie bought were what? From mid-table clubs. But he couldn't develop them because he didn't have the coaching capabilities to do it. And he refused to get experienced coaches to help him with the job. And it's only with the same with tomorrow, for example. Yeah, regardless of what people say about this Leicester team, I wouldn't slag them off completely. They've worked with a manager for nearly 2.5 years now, I think it is, since he's been in that job.
They were unlucky against Chelsea.
Yeah, and they were unlucky against Chelsea. This is the thing. But when you come unstuck, you can come unstuck in some games where you get one player who's just going to cause you absolute madness. Maddison could do it tomorrow. Matt's got a free kick from 30, 40 yards. Nobody knows in these sort of games. And we know, well, I know anyway from last season, the 4-2 game, man, that was, wow. People talked about the Manchester derby and the Liverpool game. I thought the Leicester game was just as embarrassing. In terms of the performance, regardless of the scoreline, performance was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Harry Maguire, what is about 20 yards of a player behind him. As soon as the player starts running at him, he runs back to the corner flag. And then we conceded the goal. It was almost like the shades of when we were playing against Brentford. But all I'll say is, if I don't want to be saying this, knocking the ball around the back when we've got a goal kick and stuff like that. Yeah. Play it long, David De Gea, please. That is all I will say, because listen, he's not got the capabilities to play with his feet. And then the players haven't been coached long enough to know how to do that anyway. So I wouldn't expect them to know how to do that instantly. Give them maybe half of the season, get to January, I'd start expecting some stuff like that with the intensity of training. But the final point that I would make anyway is, if we are going to see rotations, we need to see it in the right sort of areas. And I don't want to see wholesale changes where we see a complete new back. Yeah. One or two. Yeah, like you just said about bring Casemiro and Fred back into it instead of a McTominay, Fernandes and Eriksen, something like that. I want to see something, a variation or a difference. Same way, like you just said, with the defence and everything. Varane, I think, is probably the main player out of that backline that needs protecting the most because of the injury proneness that we know with him. Malacia, I think, is a bit of a risk because we know Shaw's not the best, and he's not fit. Well. I'll say it for a fact. He's not fit at all. I don't care what people want to say. The man goes to Burger King every weekend. He doesn't go to the gym. Probably doesn't even know. Probably thinks Jim's the lad at the fish shop rather than the lad in the gym. So don't be fooled by these players. They've mugged us off for 12 months already. I want to see things differently.
I have a question related to you and Tom, because I heard, brother, you saying something about Ten Hag's style of play. My question is, number one, when do you expect us to see Ten Hag's style of play? And number two, what do you think is Ten Hag's style of play? Because
3 to 4 months time.
Yeah, true, agree. But because what is Ten Hag's style then? Because most of the fan base are expecting a possession-based football.
Yeah, possession.
Whereas I expect exactly the opposite. I expect a proper Manchester United wing play style, like we used to do in 08 and.
Whoa! Arun, I can't hear you properly.
He's going right. I'll translate. I'll translate.
Arun's turned into a T-Pain. I'm T-Pain. You know what I mean?
I'll translate for him. He's just saying about 08, 09, Nuruddin. 08, 09. You see that sort of team, that style of play, but. We're just saying about with Ten Hag's style of play and how that's different. He thinks it's going to be an opposite.
Go ahead. Let me hear from you, Arun.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go on.
Yeah. I fully respect and agree with the 4 months, 5 months time that we will see the pattern of play, style of play.
I always said that, Arun. I've been consistent.
Yeah. Me too. Go ahead. Me too, bro. But my opinion on the style of play is, I don't think we will be playing Pep Guardiola style football. I think we will. I think we'll be playing Manchester United style football, wing play, like a winger's game. I think that's what we will see, in my opinion. But I can be proven wrong. Happy to be proven wrong. But I expect Ten Hag, the way he spoke in the interview and previously his first Ajax interview as well, he tends to follow the club's philosophy more than his own philosophy. So I'm really fully expecting an energetic Manchester United performance tomorrow as well.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Listen, tomorrow, Man United have got to go there and give it. But big up Andrew Ellis says, hello, guys. Are you concerned about we are a one midfielder away with being serious trouble? Casemiro's injured. Because is injured because of McTominay. Listen, at the end of the day, it's simple, innit? It's absolutely simple. Have you guys? If Casemiro was injured, I thought it was breaking news that Casemiro was injured for tomorrow. I was like, what? And I saw you other one as well. You said about Pogba. Of course, we haven't replaced Pogba. We haven't replaced Pogba at all. Yeah, listen, some players come from. Look, he came from what's his name, mid-table team as well. A relegated team. But big up Wendy. There's no shame coming from a mid-table team to United. Mane came from South. Listen, there's loads of United greats that came from mid-table teams.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I remember Oldham. We bought Dennis Irwin from Oldham back in the day.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so it is what it is. But listen, we haven't replaced, and now we're letting Ghana go. What do you think about Ghana going? The situation.
I'm a bit disappointed.
I've been told by somebody close to somebody in the know that the club wanted to get rid of him. It wasn't on Ten Hag. It was forced on Ten Hag. They had to get rid of Ghana. And you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you think about it, in that deep lying position, he's better than both Fred and McTominay picking the ball up from defense. And as a better passer.
No, absolutely. And I truly respect Ghana for going on loan year in, year out to show his skills and capabilities to Manchester United. But unfortunately, every coach that comes to this team never gets a chance to use Ghana properly. Either he always gets injured at the wrong time for some reason, or the games he plays doesn't carry much value for some reason. The problem here for me is what we saw in Bangkok and Australia with Zidane Iqbal. That made people think, we might not need Ghana anymore, and he could be a sellable asset. And we all know Manchester United can't sell anyone for more than 10 million, except for Lukaku a few years ago. Why not just take 20 million and move on? I mean, the clubs who are interested in him are Everton and Nottingham Forest. After all, it's not a top 6 level club. So to be honest, I was sad first, but at the same time, I understand why he wants game time. Because he's bored of going to
listen, he's not forcing it. He said he'd rather go on loan. If you look at his statement, he said he wants to go on loan, yeah.
Oh,
if you read the statement at the beginning of the season, he said he wants to play for Man United.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah,
no, that's interesting.
This is the club trying to make 15 million. This is the club thinking they can make quick bucks.
It's a bit sad, Nuruddin, because we all love our academy product, and it's always sad to see someone leave without fulfilling his potential at Old Trafford, without even giving a chance properly. But he will do well. He will do
well. Delisha makes me laugh. Yeah, hey, Luke Macari's not been back apparently, because I don't subscribe to it. Some United fans watch it, but apparently he's not been back to talk about Man United on MUTV since he got frustrated and was giving it. Did you see that interview? Did you hear about that interview where
I heard about that. I heard about that.
He was like, Rabiot. He was like, Rabiot.
Crazy.
And then he talked about how Arsenal and Chelsea, Arsenal and Tottenham have done good business. He was so frustrated. They've not had him back on. So he might have to go back to his own chippy, Lou Macari's chippy. At least till after 6. We've started to see Malacia playing deep central role in the last 2 games, but I'm giving him at least till after Express. Listen, Malacia is going to grow. He's going to get stronger, fingers crossed, by game. He's going to get more experience, how he's going to play. But guys, seriously, like 64 likes. Are you taking the absolute biscuit? Like, there's over 150 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We're doing this time, people. We're doing it this time. I'm just going to go and have a look quickly, Arun, to see if there is any more comments come out, because there is always messages that are that embargoed part of the
there has been
yeah
on Ronaldo staying and stuff like that, and
yeah so here we go. Let me just go back to it. I think everyone Pakistan has shown in the past that he's really good constant factor in Man UFC, so I have all the choice in that. I've seen him that much because over the period he was injured at pre-season, so I haven't seen him, so I didn't have a chance to see him. Okay. confirmed that Anthony Martial, he sees Anthony as a primarily, as a right winger.
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag on Martial injury. I think he will be unavailable at least this week, but I think a little bit longer. So
Yeah, so
that is
missed
on
the,
Martial.
missed the Arsenal game and the Europa League game, I guess.
Yeah. So Eric Ten Hag, Ronaldo, the way of play sets, of the demands you can see in training is clear. He has the capabilities, so he will fit in because he's. I don't have to explain a great player, a great capabilities. So we'll have to fit him into a system in every style. Fit in every system on every style. Eric Ten Hag, what do you need in certain games? Which players do you have to play? So Eric Ten Hag, what do we need in certain games? Which players do you have to play to keep fit, also to keep them in shape? Now we have the opportunity to choose, and I'm lucky that we have the situation that we have created. That the situation, so well done, I would say. I don't know what that is saying. I said before, I need players. You cannot cover all the games with every time playing the same players. You need to manage that physically, but you can also play in it. You can play it from game to game. Okay, Eric Ten Hag, Anthony signing is a good first place. There's a competition. I think it's very natural in top club. The situation has to be there to push the players person to the highest level, so that they are Rashford, Sancho, and are happy. He's happy about that. We are really happy with players who bought in. We bought in. They've given us good feeling, quality-wise, football. Also, as persons, they suit Manchester United. Okay, to bring more quality to right. So that's what he wants. To bring more quality, that is what we have to work for now, together with my coaches and, of course, the togetherness in the team. So he's talking about coaches coaching players. Eric Ten Hag. Oh God, let me just go back to here. Let me just see this. Tom, big up Tom, by the way. I think his battery's died. But please let us know. 0161, let us know how many people, how many likes we got on the video. How many likes we got on the video? 77. Honestly, that's just crazy, people. That's crazy. But I'll continue with some of the quotes from Eric Ten Hag. I think we have trust in the squad as the manager. You want always more. What I demand from my players, I have to show myself as well. And you always want to maximize.
Interesting.
Yeah. Eric Ten Hag, from the start, we said we're planning with Ronaldo that spending money on to appease Ronaldo is our wish. No, say Eric Ten Hag, from the start, we've said with him, Ronaldo, so that spending money to appease Ronaldo, it's your vision. It's not my vision. I think we are happy with him. He's happy to be here, and we want to make the season a success together. Okay. Eric Ten Hag, we have analysed the squad and succeeded in filling with quality players. Eric Ten Hag, I've analysed the squad and it's clear our vision, but we are on one page from the first talks I had with the club. He says we're on one page with the club. The first talks I had with the club, they also saw the same, which positions we definitely had to strengthen, and happy are those decisions. Eric Ten Hag on the Premier League club spending big money. I think it's a signal of intent, but I think big clubs in the Premier League spent a lot in the market. Eric Ten Hag, yeah, it's just the same question. All clubs spent this kind of money. If you want to fight for the top 4 position, you have to do it. We have that ambition, especially in the long term, to play for trophies, and we had to do this, I think. You're getting sacked, Eric, if you don't get top 4, mate. There's always money. Man UFC would have made adaptation because how the market was, and a club did well. If you want to compete at top 4, you have to. You don't have the choice but to spend, and that's what it is. That's what that is. That's why they're spending. First, we really quickly identified positions that we wanted, and identified the players we wanted. The process, if you get them or not, more parties are involved, and there are many factors to make it complicated. Then we've marked how it developed. Last season, the benchmark was only 5 transfers above 60. So I don't know how many now. Everton on more funds were made available to the opening league losses. It's difficult to answer that question. It's a hypothetical. You never know how things go. If you are earlier or later, it's a process. Oh, so he's not ruling that out. He's not ruling that one out, Arun. What did you think of all the things that he's saying, Arun?
Interesting. Like, he can't say that he's not satisfied. Let's be clear. 5 players, 6 new players. He should be happy. Casemiro is all right. Not De Jong, but Casemiro, to be honest, not bad. Wouldn't expect it before the window started. After 50-60 million rejection for Anthony the first time in May, June, I wasn't expecting Anthony, so he should be happy again. Christian Eriksen improving our nitty-gritty in the midfield, small passes. Malacia, quite intense left back. And Martinez, that guy who has a dog in him. I don't think he can complain. The pressure is unfortunately on him from the board, not from the fans, not from me, not from you, but from the board. To do something, to win something, or get top 4. In my opinion. Because if he don't get top 4 with this squad, I have a feeling this Manchester United board can't be trusted to be having patience. They would happily get look.
I'm telling you, they're gonna sack him.
They would happily get Nagelsmann or Luis Enrique in. They would happily get them in.
No, Pochettino.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Pochettino. Yeah.
Arun, come on. A lot of people in the club still want Pochettino.
Sorry. So yeah, exactly.
We needed 2 more players rather than go slow panic buy. But I feel the panic buy was because the panic buy was that Stevie H. It was Arnautovic, Rabiot. Next minute, it's Casemiro. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely, to be honest, crazy.
I wasn't against Arnautovic, but I was against Rabiot. Arnautovic as a person, I was against, but as a player, not really.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It is crazy. But it is what it is. The way that they've acted and how the money, all of a sudden, they found the money from a tree. You know what I mean? They found the money on a tree, didn't they? Like, the Glazers' backyard, they found the money from. But that's because Sir Jim Ratcliffe came involved, and then the pressure built with the Glazers out. And now in the stadium, those of you who have not noticed, they're taking any little banner of any little even Glazer, like if you got an A4 with Glazers out written on it, that they're taking that off you. It's surreal. It's absolutely surreal what's happening. So it is what it is, people. You got to fight, and I'm hoping that away fans tomorrow night will be there, giving it large,
and come back home safe and happily.
Tomorrow we're gonna hear them loud and clear. And I hope they take that stadium.
What do you think of that? As I read a couple of tweets 2 days ago or yesterday about certain Premier League to introduce a rule that a club would use certain amount of money from the profit they make. What was that? Have you read that?
Say that again.
Have you read the news about that? The Premier League is trying to introduce a rule about spending money depending on the revenue or something like that.
Yeah. That means Man United can spend because that's what we make anyway in terms of revenue. So at the end of the day, basically, what's going to happen is that other clubs are going to find some loopholes. So they're going to be like, "Oh, we made money from this," like Man City, and they're going to quote the books.
Sponsorship.
Newcastle would all say, "Oh, this." So basically, it's them paying people to sponsor the football club.
Because I remember when the Premier League came after we won first 10-15 years, they were trying to introduce this rule, which would have been which kind of made us like invincible, to be honest. Like, for example, if this
if we weren't owned by the Glazers, if we were not owned by the Glazers,
exactly.
Yeah. But guys, seriously, somebody says there I go with my conspiracy. What conspiracy is that, Alex? You tell me. What conspiracy is that? What conspiracy that the Glazers are you're not allowed to bring any banners into the stadium? That they're taking it down. They took it off Alex O'Neill and his dad John. His son Alex.
That's crazy.
And they're taking it off. The footage was all over YouTube. Did you not see that? It's no conspiracy here, lad. But you can tell me. Tell me what was I conspiring against? For me, I think this transfer has been BS to me. The players, they didn't get him his number 1 target, which is Frankie de Jong. They didn't get him his number 2 number one target in defense, which is Timber. They got him his second choice. Malacia was the guy that we hijacked that he was after Leon already agreed. Ericsson was on a free, and look how long it took. Look how long it took. He would have been already in Australia. You know what I mean? Martinez took that time. Anthony is the biggest joke. We've overpaid. We have overpaid. We have
100%.
a record for a player from the Eredivisie is going to stay like that for a long time. Ain't nobody else going to pay nearly 100 million for any player from Eredivisie. My words. That ain't happening. So it is what it is. It is what it is, people. The Casemiro for me was a panic buy. Casemiro is a panic buy.
But they bumped into a right panic buy in Casemiro, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a panic buy for me because he's not going to get 5-year contract with almost double his wages from anywhere else. Nobody was doing it. That's why he came.
But at least they bumped into Casemiro instead of Rabiot. In my at least God gave them sense last minute to drop down from Rabiot and go for Casemiro, even though it's a panic buy, 30-year-old, 5-year contract, too much. After 3 years, he won't be useful. I get all that, but thank God that at least they just chose to fall on Casemiro rather than Rabiot or anyone else.
Well, I'm just letting you know, Alex, is that I don't know how much you know about the Glazers, but that's their ceiling. They always want every manager to get top 4. All the managers, if they look at the team and think, oh, we can't get top 4, they sack the managers. They finished. They sacked the manager who won a trophy but didn't get top 4. So they sacked Van and Man City finished top 4 on goal difference, and us we finished 5th, same points as City, but they finished 4th on goal difference. So go figure. Mourinho, when he wasn't going to look like he was going to get top 4, they sacked him. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when it looked like he wasn't going to get top 4, they sacked him.
Yep.
So that's what the David Moyes, when he like he was going to get top 4, they sacked him. So I'm sorry to say that I'm never going to tell you anything. That's not a conspiracy. That's the reality. So
that's facts.
If he wins Europa League and goes through Champions League, it's Champions League football. Whether he does it on top 4 or whether he does it, so that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Yeah,
the pressure will be there.
That's the pressure will be there. That's what it is. So I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about, guys. 100 likes series. We got nearly 170 of you watching. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It's very interesting for me. Listen, I understand, but what did you think about the last half an hour against Southampton? Because you're only good as your last game. I thought it was despicable football. I thought, what the hell is going on with these players? All of a sudden, they turned into League One players.
All of a sudden, it became a physical game. All of a sudden, it became a second ball game. I am just glad we came out with 3 points in that game. We were lucky. Obviously, we rode our luck. But at the same time, I'm happy that we are aggressive in defense. We at least go towards the opponent. We try to press when they come to in our half. Whereas previously, we were just easy to play around. In the last 2 games, I felt like it's not that easy to defeat us, to play through us anymore. Unless something changes in the next 2-3 games, let's see. I don't have much confidence for the Leicester game, but I do have great confidence for the Arsenal game. So it is what it is.
Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I don't have any confidence because this team's still full of bottle job FC. If the 6 players that we've signed all go into the team, then I'll be more confident. But I'm not confident. And it's going to take time for them to adapt to the Premier League. So I'm not confident.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
I'm not going to confident.
But bro, I'm happy.
No striker, no right back. How did Trap, the goalkeeper, turn this down? He did turn this down. He did. He was like, thank you, but no thank you. He said, Man United is the real trap. I'm not getting trapped by the Glazers. Good night, Vienna. That's what he said to us. So, yeah. Big up Alicia. He said, yeah. No, it's the Glazer trophy. It's not just Avram's trophy. It's the Glazers trophy. It is.
Okay, bro.
Well, you have that. I respect you to have that opinion, but I vehemently disagree. I just look at how Man United are.
But I'm more satisfied with Martinez than Timber this summer. Martinez looks like he's aggressive. Timber looks like he's more clean ball playing center back. We needed someone physical. Someone physical.
Yeah, of course. Teams will watch the last 30 minutes of us versus
Mhm.
Southampton. That's how they will get the blueprint to beat us. Of
As
course.
you said, yeah.
No, but listen.
What's your hope though, Nuruddin? What's your hope?
Yeah.
Any
Let
positive
me just
signs
yeah,
that you have seen?
let me just deal with this guy. Let me just keep with it, bro. We're not playing good football. If Joyce did what Eric Ten Hag did against Hampton, he would have been crucified. The man Fred McTominay Casemiro on the pitch at the same point. We parked the bus. Listen, at the end of the day, that's how it is. That's what you have to do because we've got Ibra. We've got players that are bottle jobs that and only know for the past 6 years how to play mid-low block counter-attacking football, park the bus football. So what do you expect? The Glazers didn't get him the players that when he wanted at the time that he wanted. They didn't get him the players at the time that he wanted. So now we have to do this. So come on. Even though it was frustrating to watch that, and I'm like, wow, this is who we are. I put it on the players. They can't even pass the ball to each other. It's crazy. Big up HKN Music. All new signings start and Martial becomes fit. Ten Hag will get his team cooking. Yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. Because we're not in control, innit? If we're in control, I would get rid of all of the bottle jobs. I will go one by one and say, out. That's what I'll be telling them. So that's what it is. That's what it is.
I mean,
but go ahead,
just fans need to keep calm and patience. The footballing style and philosophy doesn't come overnight. And if Ten Hag is a good coach, by next 3 months we should know. We will feel it ourselves if we are going in the right direction. To be honest.
Yo, big up Terry there. I see you, Terry. Big up Terry. Nuruddin, I'd personally start Maguire because we need Varane and Martinez fast. No, I'm not. I wouldn't. I'm not thinking ahead. I know a lot of you guys are already thinking too much ahead to the Arsenal game. I'm not. One game at a time, people. One game at a time. Yeah. Big up Aaron Bundy. Yo, he just said it there. He said it. The Twitter derby. Everybody's looking at the Twitter.
Have you heard away fans?
Twitter derby. Nobody's here for the Twitter derby, are they? The Twitter derby. Nobody's here for the Twitter derby. It's crazy. No, to me, I'm thinking about tomorrow, mate. 3 points tomorrow to be played for. Man United have got to. St. Mary's always difficult, but we won. We can't complain. Our progress will be up and down, high and low, but at the end, small progress. Hopefully, top 4. Yeah, Jarvis. Let's hope. We hope and pray, innit? We hope, we pray. You know what I mean? That's how it is. It is what it is. Haaland's father, after meeting with United, said, "My son isn't going to a team where the manager wants him."
Interesting. This could be true.
What does that mean?
This could be true.
What does that mean?
Remember when there was a news leak that Ole has told in the WhatsApp group that Haaland is signing tomorrow morning and stuff like that? When he was at Salzburg, in Salzburg in Austria. But then we didn't sign him because we, as a club, didn't wanted to have a release clause in that 52 million release clause in his contract that Mino Raiola was trying to do. That's why he signed for Dortmund, and Dortmund were okay.
He did.
And at that time, it was only Ole who tried to approach Haaland at that time. There was no significant effort in January transfer market from our club side. It might be
Ole also, to be fair to Ole tried to sell us when he was a younger player at the team that Ole managed in Norway. Mulder. Mulder. But Man United forgot Central European time, so they all waited for a phone call.
Happened.
And then they didn't know, like it was 11 o'clock.
1 hour ahead. Yeah.
1 hour ahead. So they didn't answer the phone.
And exactly, and the myth about David De Gea fax machine, it wasn't fax machine. It was a password encrypted PDF file which they didn't give the password to Real Madrid. That's what happened.
Wow. There you go. See? There you go. How the Glazers move. Yeah. The dark arts of the transfer.
But big up Woodward for that. He didn't give Real Madrid the password to the PDF file.
Wow, it's crazy. Listen, people, it is what it is. Tomorrow, let's get the scores. What do you think the score's gonna be tomorrow? Aaron.
I don't have confidence. 2-2.
Wow, it's going for 2-2. I think he's in line to score his 100th goal, I think, since he turned 30.
Who?
Vardy. Vardy always breaks record against. He scored his first hat trick against United. He scored his 11th goal run when he scored 11 consecutive games against United,
breaking Ruud van Nistelrooy's record.
Yeah. So Rashford always scores against Leicester.
Always.
So
Bruno will.
I expect both of them. So it could be a score draw, maybe 1-1, 2-2, maybe.
But if we win, I'll be happy. I will be really happy, and it will tell a lot about the team to me. But if it's a draw, or if we end up losing, then I will be really sad, and my motivation won't be there for the team in the next. It's a weird one. I really need to see the win because it's a chilly Thursday evening. The whole world is watching. There's only one game on Thursday Eve, and a proper setup. Leicester bottom of the league. Manchester United 2 wins in a row. Properly set up for Manchester United drop points.
It is set up, isn't it? 3-0. Name your team. So it's going to be very difficult. That's why I didn't do it. I didn't do the team. But I will play Casemiro tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
I will play Casemiro tomorrow. I won't play
just to be on the safer side. I would play Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno, just to have 2 defensive players, just in case we don't concede.
Yeah, but I think McTominay is going to play. I think he might play McTominay, Casemiro. He might play McTominay and Casemiro tomorrow.
Interesting.
And then Rashford down the middle, Elanga on the left.
I think Ronaldo starts.
And Sancho on the right.
I think Ronaldo might start.
I'll keep the back five. I'll keep the back five.
I'll keep the back five. I will rest Eriksen. He ran a lot.
Man. He looked shattered. He looked
shattered. Yeah. I think he might start Ronaldo after this embargoed press conferences saying that he's happy to stay. Stuff like that. So he might start tomorrow and won't start Ronaldo on the weekend. So easy for him. Easy management.
Yeah, free Donny. We need to free Donny. But we'll see what happens, people. We'll see what happens, innit?
Are you doing any streams tomorrow after the game?
Yeah. I'm doing a stream, So you're going to jump on 10:30 tomorrow, Arun, yeah? Sure. I'll send it to you, bro.
Sure. Always good to discuss with the real people.
Yeah, of course. If you're about, we're most likely going to go to the pub to watch the game. So if you're about, let us know.
Yeah. Why not? I would be happy to.
Yeah. Probably go to the footage of Firkin. Remember where I saw you?
Yeah.
Probably go there, yeah. So if you want to come and watch the game, yeah.
Yeah, not too far from my place.
Yeah.
I'll text you tomorrow.
Yeah. HKN Music. Dubravka, Malacia, Martinez, Varane, Delot, Casemiro, Eriksen, Donny, Sancho, Martial, Anthony. Yeah. That is what Ten Hag's best team will look like.
Add Rashford to that.
Yeah. Okay, so Dubravka, Malacia, Martins, Varane, Diego Dalot, Casemiro, Eriksen, Donny, Sancho, Martial, Anthony. Interesting. Maybe Rashford to that, but yeah, that's his team. He picked it. Big up. Thank you for the super chat. Big up to every one of you. We're going to the footage and Firkin. Hopefully the footage and Firkin. Yeah. Big up, Shubert. If you're going to be there, meet us there, innit?
They show the game though, right? They show the game, yeah?
Yeah. Of course they're going to show the game.
Okay, never been there.
Yeah, they show all the games. Yeah, the footage. We can go to the footage. Yeah. Yeah, I'm herbal teetotal, so drink your Ollie juice. That's what I'll be drinking. Cheers, Alicia. Big up to every one of you people. Please smash a like on the video on your way. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please, you can find Arun on Twitter. Arun
on Arun DVD1 or on this channel every now and then.
Yeah. Arun DVD1 on Twitter, or you can find him on United Real Therapy. One of the brothers who's always coming jumping onto RVC, man. Big up Arun.
Thank you so much.
No, it's on Oxford Road, 0161. It's on Oxford Road, opposite All Saints, near the university, on Oxford Road. Yeah. Next to the All Saints Park, little park on Oxford Road.
I want to suggest to all the viewers that by clicking the like button, what it does is it shows you any other similar videos on similar topics. That's good for you for content, and also it helps the channel grow. in showing to your mates and your friends by suggesting the channels up front. So it really helps in the algorithm, as they say. So this is the only algorithm. The more you, just like Facebook, the more you click, the more visibility it gets. The more you
There
click
you go.
like. So the words that Naruddin speaks and the panel speaks every time, it's quite interesting. So you should pressing likes, please. Yeah.
There's something behind me. What's behind me? Oh,
Alex.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah. It's the cats that are playing. Yeah, it was the cats that were playing. Yeah, it's the little rascals that were playing. Big up, Skulls and Seed Off. They're both grounded till I can get the GPS colours. I'm waiting still to get them.
That would be the best move. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. But big up anyway. Love and light, people. Take care. See you tomorrow night for the match reaction.
Good night. Thank you.
It's going to be a battle tomorrow. It's going to be a fight. Glazers out, bankers out. Win, lose, or draw. Glazers out, bankers out.
Always.
That's how we keep it.
Always.
Arun, big up. That guy, Red Devil, if you also want to follow me on Twitter. Take care, people. Peace.